I'm Jennifer Lyon Bell, and I'm a filmmaker specializing in the intersection of two things that I think are very interesting: film and sex. I'm going to be teaching an erotic filmmaking workshop at Raindance London, and it's called Fantasy Film: Design Your Own Erotic Film. As we all know, sex scenes are everywhere in all genres of films, but what I've learned talking to not only film students but also film professionals working in the field is that during their education, no one ever taught them how to make a great sex scene. So they wanted to know things like, how can you create a safe space on set for the cast and crew to be comfortable and for the performers to give you what they want to give you? Is it a good thing or a bad thing if I arouse the audience? How explicit should I or shouldn't I be in my scene? How do I use music? How do I know that my sex scene is supporting and enhancing the rest of my story? But most importantly, what they want to know is, how can I, as a director of photography or a director or a screenwriter, create a sex scene that is unique, that is memorable, and that's intense, and that it isn't just kind of a cut and paste job from the generic sex scenes that we've all seen in movies before. Now, I can help you with this because I specialize in sex scenes. First of all, I'm an erotic filmmaker myself, so I create award-winning films for my independent production company, Artichoke Films. But I'm also a curator and programmer specializing in erotic films, so I've had the chance to see all kinds of wonderful filmmaking material. In this erotic filmmaking workshop, you are going to create a great, authentic scene. And when you walk out of the workshop, you're going to walk out with a storyboard you created with a scene that you are proud of. And you're going to be able to do that because you're going to create a sex scene with soul. And you're going to do that because you're going to dig deep and be honest with yourself about sexuality. You're going to be able to answer questions like, what kind of sexual imagery inspires me? And what kind of emotions do I associate with sexuality? And maybe most importantly, just what do I care about when it comes to sex? So when it comes to screenwriting for this genre, as is the case in most genres, you can make the choice to incorporate your own personal history and your aesthetics and use that to create a scene that feels grounded and that because of that has a lot of power. Privacy is totally key in this workshop. You don't have to share anything that you're not comfortable with. I totally get it. We're going to build trust together slowly as a group. So first, we're going to look at a lot of film clips together and discuss them. Then you're going to do solo exercises, writing exercises, and psychology exercises just for you. And then when we're comfortable, we're going to get together in small groups. And I teach this workshop a lot, and I've found that people give great feedback on each other's concepts and help make them stronger, so you're going to want that feedback from other people. And you don't actually need to be an official filmmaker to get something out of this workshop. You can be, but you can also be a person who's very interested in this topic and is never going to pick up a camera. The important thing is, if you're interested in this process, I think there's a real value in using the medium of film to explore the issue of sexuality, to learn to understand how sexuality, how rich it is, and how rich your own sexuality is, and learn something about yourself. And that can be something that you can take into your private life or into your other creative enterprises. It's fun, and I think it's quite freeing, actually, to be able to discuss these topics with other people. And I guarantee that if you take this workshop, you will see sex scenes in movies in a different way forever.